Hey everyone, my name is Alex and welcome to Magnifi. Today I'm going to be showing you how to set up and use your very own virtual office. It's super easy to set up, super easy to use, and honestly it's a game changer when it comes to video collaboration. So the first thing we're going to do here is we're going to go to the URL box and we're just going to type in magnifi.io. That's going to bring us to the front page of Magnifi. And from here, we're going to click on the Get Virtual Office button. Once we're here, we're going to put in a little bit of information to sign up. Once you've put in that information, you're going to click on Create Account, and that'll take you to the next step. So once you create your account, you're going to come to this page and it's going to ask you a couple of questions so that you can set up your account to your personal preferences. So it's completely up to you how you answer these questions depending on what your needs are. So it's going to ask you how you usually set up your online meetings, so whether you do it yourself or whether someone else does it for you, whether you would like an open door or a closed door policy when you're having office hours, as well as if you would like to import your current Google or Outlook contacts into Magnifi for quick access. Not only that, but it also asks whether you would like the meetings that you set on Magnifi to be pushed directly into either your Google and or Outlook calendars. So there is seamless integration between your Google Calendar, your Outlook Calendar, and your Magnifi Virtual Office. Once you've set those preferences, you can go ahead and click on Close. So once you've set your preferences, you're going to be taken to your virtual office automatically. Now to join your virtual office, all you have to do is click on the Enter Virtual Office button. Now, while you're in the office, you're able to sit here all day and people can come in and go out as they please throughout the day, just like they would in a physical office space, depending on whether you've chosen your open door policy or your closed door policy. A couple of features I'll mention about Virtual Office. We're going to start with the Direct Connect button. So if we click on this button, you'll notice that a list of contacts shows up on the right-hand side. Now these contacts can be imported from your Google or Outlook calendars, as we've mentioned, or you can manually input people into this list. So you can see here that I have my contacts. Let's suppose that I want to have a meeting with John Doe. I'm going to click on John Doe's name, and I'm going to invite him to my virtual office. And you'll notice that the invitation was sent. Now, if John Doe is in his personal virtual office, a notification is going to pop up for him. If he's not in his virtual office at the moment, either an email or a text message are going to be sent to him depending on what his contact preferences are. So that's Direct Connect. The next feature I'll show you is the Schedule Meeting button. So you're able to schedule meetings in Magnifi without needing to go through a third party. So this makes it very convenient and a huge time saver when you think about it. So if we click on the Schedule Meeting button, we can choose a specific date and time. So I'm going to choose one at random. Now I'm going to click on the Next button. Now from here, you can add a title to your meeting. You can describe your meeting. And if you click on the Invitees button, you can click or choose whoever you're wanting to join this meeting. So I can click on John, I can click on Jane, and so on. You can also choose whether this is a recurring meeting. So we can go and choose never. We can choose it whether it's a daily meeting, a weekly meeting, a monthly meeting, and so forth. So once we've set those parameters, we can click on Submit, and the next page is going to give us all of the information about that meeting. And that's the meeting function. The next feature I'm going to show you is the Notes feature. So if we click on the Notes button, we're able to take notes during meetings and during our office hours. So we can click either the Public Note button or the Private Note button, depending on the type of note you're taking. So if you're in a meeting and you're taking notes for everybody, you can write the notes, and then click on the submit button, and everyone will be able to see your notes. If you're taking notes just for your eyes, then you can choose the private note button, write whatever you need to write, and click on the submit button. Only you will be able to see those notes. So that's a nifty little feature from Magnifi as well. The last thing I will mention here is that when you get your own virtual office, you'll be able to customize your office with your company's branding, logo, and personal settings. And the way to do that is if you click on that More button, you can go to the Settings function and you can choose settings that you want. So once you're done your office hours for the day, it's time to leave the virtual office. To do so, we're going to click on the red End Meeting button at the bottom, and we're going to select Leave My Virtual Office. We click on OK, and that's it for the day. You're going to be taken to this page. Now the next day, if you're wanting to join your virtual office again, there are a couple of options for you, and I'll show you the easiest ways to do so. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to click here to return to the welcome screen. And you'll notice that in our welcome screen, we have a bunch of blue buttons that we can use. If we click on the My Virtual Office button, that's going to take us directly to our virtual office. If we click and drag this button into our bookmark bar, now our virtual office is easily accessible from anywhere we are. So if we click on that button, that'll take us to our virtual office. We can do the same thing to our desktop by clicking on the Magic M button, where we can get Magnifi for desktop for even easier access. So you'll notice that when I click on My Virtual Office, that'll bring me to my virtual office again, and I can start the process over. So that's it for this video. This is a quick introduction to Magnifi Virtual Office. It's a super simple yet very powerful tool that you can use in your day-to-day life. That's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.